to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're gonna talk about pretty much why the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups keeps coming up, especially together. Um, because it's tied for like something that happened months ago, but I don't remember which month to like. Oh, go back and watch that video. But I remember it was pick a card, and I remember like I think it was like the first pile. Um, but in that video, what I pretty much remember was the King of Cups was married and in a relationship, and pretty much wouldn't even say like try to catfish the Queen of Pentacles, but try to talk to the Queen of Pentacles and get into a relationship with the Queen of Pentacles, but the Queen of Pentacles said no. And that made the King of Cups upset. But then I can't figure out why he's upset if he has a whole marriage and a relationship. Why does it matter? Because he was trying to make it seem like he's doing it to see if he still God's it, like if he could still holler at a girl, if he could still pull girls, he could like that kind of thing. But then it's just like if you have one, why does it matter if you can't? Why are you still trying? Like that is it's weird. It's weird. um, but we're gonna get started. So if you have headphones in, turn them down so you protect your eardrums. Because I'm gonna cleanse out the space and the energy. Okay. Oh, also, if you've tried, want to know what song is pretty much going with this video, is "Free Yourself" by Fantasia. The last one I just did, it was a whole bunch of Usher, so it's good to see. It's good to see the movements. But with the Queen of Pentacles on here, it says a woman over 25 years old, dark eyes and dark hair, professional, business, and demanding. But that's pretty much on here. But pretty the Queen of Pentacles, with the throne and stuff like that, and she's in the field. She's very she's a homebody, right? Business like they said. She can take care of her house and the home and the business. She's really like wife material, pretty much. The flowers talking about like purity, love, but also with the leaves and stuff like that, it talks about like the nurturing, the growth that she puts into her work. Um, and then the sun, well, the sunny backgrounds talk about like being optimistic, and then we also have like mountains. Mountains are here supposed to represent like obstacles, like adversities and challenges. But she's still on this throne. She's still solid, still stable, still grounded. Um, oh, and then there's a bunny, and um, bunnies, they they're very fertile, like, and get like when they have a lot of kids. So they always add it and then have like a lot of kids. So it's like with money and ideas and stuff like that, your prosperity is always growing as rapidly as like rabbits grow. Um, and you're stable, you're humbled, you're grounded. Um, you take care of yourself, you take care of your family. You're financially independent, financially stable, and oh, also very like family oriented and traditional with certain things. Even if like let's say like how your family is right now, there's certain things you don't want to do or have in your family, it's you're still orienting your life for the family that you're wanting to have or you're wishing to build and stuff like that. And with her back being turned and stuff like that, it's like you realize that, like, when you get married and stuff like that, or when you get older and have responsibilities and be mature and stuff like that, you are still a part of a family, but you have to create a family of your own. And the family that you was born into, you didn't really have a choice, but the family that you're going to die with and stuff like that, you pretty much created. The one that you're going to live with day to day, you created that. And pretty much chose to be there and be a part of it. Then we have the King of Cups over here. It says a man over 25 years old, blue eyes, fair or brown hair, gentle, emotional, and shy. Oh, also, your person doesn't really have to be these ages or have these features. They might not. It doesn't really matter. I was more so the description that I was more so focused on. But with the King of Cups, he is on the throne. Um, but it kind of sort of looked like a chair more than a throne. Because I can see underneath and I can see the mountains, but the mountains look like they got ice on it. So it's winter, and I believe that's supposed to be a dolphin. And then we got some boats going on there. But if it's winter, where's the boats going? Um, okay, but normally the King of Cups, right? He is, gentle, emotional, um, not really shy, but he avoids drama and stay away from drama. He's not really. He doesn't really care for it. And then with the emotional, it's not like he cries all the time. Like, he's in touch with his emotions and knows how to, I don't say, like, reassure himself, but like how to handle himself and don't let his emotions get the best of him. Where, where for some people that's not the case. And with the blue skies, I'll say, like, it's calm. It's in, like, still you can go outside kind of thing. Um, and where he's more so, like I said, where her back kind of sort of is turned to him, and he's more so facing us. Um, this is like being in the, well, slightly like facing us, like living in the moment, but also where she's more like over it pretty much, or like, but like I said, back is turned, so it's not really much of a conversation. So it's like something holding him up while he's still focused and faced straight forward here. And that's pretty much what need to be looked at. It's like this King of Cups is ones that's either orchestrating it or pretty much just doing shit, okay? Or this King of Cups is trying to make it seem like they're a King of Cups when in all actuality they're not a King of Cups. Um, or they could be a King of Cups reverse. And but together, I would say, hmm, Okay. So I still see white, so I don't understand where the boat's going if it's winter. But the boat's supposed to symbolize leaving the past. But like I said, this person is facing us, so they're stuck in the past. The crown supposed to represent authority. You know, the kings and queens, and this fish and or dolphin is supposed to represent like intuition, and the ocean is unsettled feelings. Which, if it is winter, that makes sense. Then they're blocking or freezing out or not allowing the feelings to come through. And where normally the King of Cups is in touch with the emotional, he is in touch with his feelings, so the water wouldn't be thawed and stuff like that. But it can't be really, well, seeing that the fish are jumping, so it has to be. Then why is there snow on the mountains? It doesn't make like it's just it's weird. But he is also supposed to be like a counselor, very diplomatic and wise, and whew, sorry, and um help people like with their emotional problems and stuff like that, and or like be a sounding board. But it's like this person is like your person is like the complete opposite. That's why like it could just simply be a King of Cups reversed, but I don't completely different, completely weird. Where the Queen of Pentacles, she's also in touch with her feelings, but it was also like she will also have like the sensory part of it, like the earthly part of it, like the being in touch with the surroundings and reading the body, like body language and stuff like that. And she's very caring, kind, genuine, and nurturing and practical. So where we're seeing to have emotional here, where he more on the pulling on the emotion or using emotions to get what he wants. She's just like, yeah, no, if it doesn't make sense, I'm not doing it. And that could that's pretty much our two little characters here. Oh, also gonna use the box because that's for sure that's what I used the last time, and that's how we found out this person was married. Um, so I got that out again. And another thing about the Queen of Pentacles, she's more like like a self-sacrificing like mother kind of thing. Like I said, she take care of the house and the home. Um, so it's like she know what she wants and she know what she needs. But like if she has like a kid and stuff like that, and she have to um like her kid need the resources and more than she does, she will give it to the kid and stuff like that. Right, and then pretty much go without it until she can get it. Um, where the King of Cups is more in to pretty much get in touch with your intuition to master your emotions and your feelings. It's very different kind of thinking and being. And also the King of Cups from time to time with the Ace of Cups. Seeing that he holds the Ace of Cups, but seeing that I keep saying like there's snow and there's ice. He doesn't give the full cup. He monetize it. Give it to you in like little doses or just don't give it to you at all. Where you're holding the Ace of Pentacles, which is a solid stable offer. And it takes a lot longer to create the Ace of Pentacles than it does to make the Ace of Cups. But the Ace of Cups is important because it's more than just love. In that cup is your love, your intuition, your creativity, um, other emotions and everything like that that's also in that cup. And water is essential for life, and which is why that cup is important. And without that, if the cup is not there, then everything else pretty much fall apart. You need all aces. You don't really okay. It's like at some point in time you need to hit all aces. You need everything, which is why you need all of them. Which is why on the magician card he has a pentacle. He has because he has the time and the effort and the knowledge that he put into it. Then he has the wand with all the work and the effort and the ambitions, right? Um, then he has the sword. He knows the truth, know why he's doing it. He's about to, get a breakthrough, have a sense of clarity and kind of thing. And the Ace of Cups, he has the confidence, knowledge to create it and see it through, and you know, pull off the whole thing. So, don't know how to say this with encourage forgiveness and promote longevity. That came out the last time too, when it was Usher. And then we have tea tree oil with strengthening resilience and confidence. That was just something about confidence. And then we have rose with nurturing love of self and others. Um, I would say if you don't love yourself fully, it's because you're holding on to some sort of hate and resentment towards yourself, and you need to forgive yourself. If you're forgiving other people, why can't you forgive yourself? You're deserving and worthy of forgiveness just as you believe that other people are. You are as well. And you are worthy and deserving of love. So, the same amount of love that you're giving to other people that don't really deserve it, you can pretty much give it to yourself. And you start to realize that you always did deserve love and was lovable and was worthy. And it's just some people didn't know how to handle it or respect that. Like I said, if you're the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You hold the Ace of Pentacles. You're the one with the solid, stable offer. But also, just in general, you're the one that's solid. And the King of Cups is the one that's coming to you with a romantic offer and a romantic gesture. Or even just like a treaty with this forgiveness being here. And like this strength and resilience is pretty much saying like continue to have your back turned towards this person because they're more so emotional, manipulative and emotionally abusive than anything. And it's like you need to love this person from a distance and from afar. They do not have your best intentions at heart. Because on the aromatherapy, it was like it went from like you can diffuse it, right? Put it in a diffuser, rub it on your skin, take it as a tablet, and then the same here, so you just diffuse and rub it on your skin. And then I remember with in some of the videos, this person or somebody kept putting shit in people's food without letting them know. Um, so is that's with the pill going away is like, and then also say like just keep your resilience is like continue like protecting yourself from this person because they don't have the best interest at heart. They are not really sorry. They don't really care. They're only sorry that they got caught. Not actually sorry that or what they did and for their actions. And especially with these two having the same background. Also, it's all flowers, and the flowers tied to the Queen of Pentacles. So this mainly is a message for you, for sure, for sure. Um, but with these two being here, it is important for you to forgive yourself. Self forgiveness is a thing. Um, you made mistakes. We all made mistakes. But it's important. It's like you made the mistake and you realize it was a mistake and you're learning from your mistake, which is better than what this person is doing. This person, the King of Pentacles, see, they trying to paint themselves up as your counterpart. Like I want the same thing when they don't. It's a completely different thing. Um, for the King of Cups, is more so stuck in the past. Even though like turning to the left is supposed to symbolize the path and stuff like that, but it's your back is turned to this person. So it's like either way, if they stuck in the past, you're no longer there. Which is like with your back being turned to them. So it's like you're moving on and you moving forward away from this person. And but this strengthening your resilience and your confidence is like this person might try to come back and make it seem like you're dwelling on their past. Or see, now I got a whole different interpretation of this. Because if you go that way, however, like they go try to make it seem like you stuck on the past or you're dwelling on the past and you didn't get over it. But you did get over it. Which is why you are the one that's solid and stable. Because if it's this way, you can also say you don't see that the King of Cups is coming to you and trying to give you this offer. And because you're so focused on your business and your stability, where this person is more so focused on you than anything else. That's why I said to continue your resilience. Like, continue to focus on what's making you happy and bringing you some sort of profit and generational longevity. Because this person isn't going to do that. Then we have anger. And we have love. I'm going to put this with the rose. Because rose is all about love and the confidence. And again, you know when the people started smoking like rose petals and stuff like that? That's when I'm just like, where it started. That's why I looked at the tablet again, and that's when it popped in my head with like the whole putting things in food and stuff like that. And it's just like, I remember when people was doing that. So it's like, you can smoke roses. So it's just like, yeah. But this person is angry because you pretty much forgave yourself and you moved on and focused on your what's bringing you longevity. And it's like this person, I keep saying this person, like the King of Cups is trying to come back in, and there's no way for it to, like, for them to come back in. Because your resilience and you refused to give up. You persevered. And with this nurturing love of self, if they thought that you didn't love yourself enough to get over this and become solid and stable, you would just sit there and wait for them, frozen in time and stuff like that. That could be why they're angry, because you didn't do that. You nurtured yourself, you cared for yourself, you picked yourself back up. Then we have what? What did he say? Priorities. With you understand the primary importance of manifesting love in all situations. Yeah, this person thought you was gonna prioritize them, but you prioritize love of self, and now they mad. Then we have friendship. You recognize you are able. What? You are what? Sorry, I'm gonna start over. Friendship. You are able to recognize traits in common with others in order to forward love-based connections. Yeah, so that's what. Remember, I was talking about like the importance of all the aces. The Ace of Cups is important. That's the love-based connections. If the Ace of Cups is not there, everything, and then it's just the Ace of Wands, and that's just lust, passion. There's no love. Like, not saying that you don't need passion, but without love, okay, it's like imagine a relationship, right? You're in a relationship. You have sex all the time. That's mainly lust and passion. That doesn't mean that they love you. It's like that. Because they could sleep with anybody and everybody, but that doesn't mean that they're in love with that person. It's just a passion, lust based relationship connection where you have love and you have passion, it becomes a whole different thing. You can still prioritize yourself, but you still have a friend and things like that. And you still have a lover. Like, Usher, lovers and friends. Well, Usher, John, and Luda about to do it again. Well, they need to do it again. Then we have acceptance. I am learning to accept things that I cannot change. Oh, with friendship, um, being priorities. If you listen to Lil Jon part, right? He was saying like, pretty much he respected that person. He did like that person, but he respected the friendship more. That he prioritized the friendship over like his feelings and the love and the passion that he had for this person, right? Until the person was ready to accept it. So that's why he was like, let me know before I whip it out, or because I never want to cross the line. Okay, like let me hear it to you one more time, like because he did love and care for this person. It's like that. So there's passion, right? But there's also love and care and respect. And it becomes a whole different thing. You just gotta accept that this person isn't that. Person does not care and love you the way that you want them to, or you think that they should, or the way that they're trying to portray that they are. So now we're gonna look at the chakras. So for the Queen of Pentacles, we have expansion. You see, she got a flower on her hand. You see the flower? You're the one expanding and moving on and moving forward. Okay, because you're grounded and solid and stable. And it takes a while for the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is like the slowest card. There's the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Then the Six of Swords, because there's water and swords. You got to get your emotions and your heart under control in order to move forward. Which is why it says it's choppy water to calmer waters. Once you get a hold of your emotions and stop thinking your feelings and just feel your feelings, and then with the being practical, like you use your brain for what it needs to be used for. It's not meant to be used for emotions. It's not. It doesn't doesn't get it, because like if you look at the emotions wheel, right? you be like, oh, I'm happy. But then you can look into happy. There's happy, then there's ecstatic, and then there's excited, and then there's this, and then there's that. It's like your brain gonna be like, I'm happy. Like that kind of thing. Like it's just like basic happy. Like whatever other adjective you want to use, you figure that out on your own. I just know that all that means happy. Like and that's what I am. Um so it's like that's help you move on and move forward. So it's like it took you a while to. Oh, and then she also got the world while she has the flower. So like it took you a while to create this world that you wanted, or take like put action behind the idea that you was creating, because this person is blowing. So it's like, so moving forward, and then we have a person with an owl. So it's like the your intuition and your spirit to pretty much make it a reality in a 3D thing that you can pretty much touch it. So the King of Cups, we have recovery with a key. Why do they look like the same person? Well, the person in the red dress. Oh, but this person don't have the owl. So you, it is okay. Pretty much these two is over here, but with you, with it's different. You get a world and flowered, right? So this cycle is coming to an end and coming to a close. Oh no, the world is just her stomach. Cause I see it here. Okay, the cycle is coming to an end and coming to a close, right? You get to move on. You know what people like? Oh, I'm gonna give you your flowers. You're giving credit and stuff like that. You're able to move on and expand. Where this person is stuck in the past and needs to heal from some things, which is why they aren't being able to move on and move forward the way that you did, because you pretty much healed from it, and this person is refusing to do that, and they're angry and upset. But it's only fair and it's only right because you did what was necessary, what was needed. And then in the middle, we have discovered. You see what I just said? Like you just you realize, now they upset because they see that you're moving on and moving forward, and they're left behind. But they wanted you to be the one in the past. That's why I had to move it, because I'm just like, you're not in the past. They're in the past. So what's the problem? Um, the problem is they wanted you to be stuck in the past, but when they come back, it will be easy for them to for them to be there. But now, it's not easy for them to be there because they have to heal and recover. First of all, they would have to heal from whatever trauma they had before that caused them to treat you the way that they treated you. They would have to discover that. Even if they know it and they don't want to accept it or admit it, they would have to realize that, face that, and heal from it. Then also heal from the fact that they lost you, and why they lost you, how they lost you. But then that's why it turns back to forgiveness, because they did all that shit by themselves. You didn't do anything. You were sitting there minding your own business, looking pretty, sitting pretty. You're not even looking at them. You're looking at the pentacle. You're not, like, you were just focusing on your expansion, how to better your life. And with this love being here and then the heart right here, it's, oh, and also the moon. It's like you're discovering and realizing like there is like some hidden things that you didn't really know or weren't really aware of, which was this person needs to heal, okay, or need to go in some type of recovery program. And if it is drugs and alcohol, like that did come up in time, you can't fix that unless you are trained to do that and a professional. Even if you're a professional, you can't work with your family members. They even do that for cops. They're like, no, you're too close to this case. Like that kind of thing. So you can't do that. I think the same thing with doctors too. So it's just like, no, like, and now that the owl was back on the person head, but it's a completely different person than that person. It's, and the love is like you're discovering the, not so that you loved yourself more than this person loved themselves, but which is nurturing love. You love this person way more than they loved you, and it's because your definition of love and your understanding of love, it's greater than this person's understanding of love. Just because it comes out as the King of Pentacles doesn't mean that this person's King of Pentacles? Why do I keep doing that? The King of Cups doesn't mean this person after your money, but doesn't mean like this person actually is the King of Cups. It doesn't mean like they actually are emotional, actually loving, actually kind and genuine and loving. The person could be very materialistic and superficial. Think money is power kind of thing, and you're the one with the money, which is why they're trying to holler at you. Also with the prioritize, if like I said before, if they were married, they wanted you to be a side chick, but prioritize them. Even if you already in it, like, because that did come up. If like even if you're in a relationship, they wanted you to pretty much ruin your relationship by having them as a side, but they will want main dude privileges, and it's just like, why? Like, it's just like, no, then just become the main dude. And it's like when they be the main dude, you just like, I need a side, and then they go be like, whoa, 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 but then they have 5,000 sides, so just like, that's, how is that fair? Okay, I'm sitting here with salad, you get a salad, but they get 5,000 entrees. That's unfair. Like, that's unfair. You realizing that it wasn't equal and it wasn't balanced, and now they're mad and upset. Now that the thing now is balanced and it's fair, you get to move on because you did all the work. You loved yourself. You discovered who you are. Discovered why you was in connection with this person, why you talked to this person, and stuff like that. You accept that you couldn't change it, and you moved on. Where this person is trying, it won't accept that, like, the truth for what it is. They're trying to make it seem like the truth isn't the truth, but they're like, it's not changing because it's the truth. Like, the truth doesn't change. An opinion change, a lie change, but the truth doesn't change. A fact doesn't change. So let me get into over here. So we have, to everything I ever lost, thank you for setting me free. Yes, as you motherfucking serve. If you can't see it, okay. Boom. Thank you for setting me free. And then we have the acceptance. This person, you see, it's a door. And then they trying to give this person the key to get through the door. You expanded. You already moved past the door. You already got the key. The person is still stuck in the room. But they wanted you to stand by the door and wait for them to get the key. And it's just like, for what? No. It's not that hard. Then we have, take a rain check. Yeah. Told you, this person gonna try to come back. You don't, either your back is turned, you don't really see it coming, or this person is gonna pop up, and that shit, no. I don't like jump scares. I don't. I don't like, that's, you can't do that with everybody. Like, don't do that. Then we have, life is like math. Sometimes simple, sometimes complicated. And I've been saying, like, it's supposed to be 2 + 2 = 4. They getting 35, and I don't understand how they did that. How, I don't know. I don't know what type of math they doing or where they do that at. But It's like something that's so simple than making it more complicated than it needed to be. And then when you're giving them the answer, it's mad because that's not the answer that they want. And it's just like, you're never going to get 35 out of 2 plus 2. Like, that's not what it is. It's just, it doesn't equals that. It never would. It never would. Okay, you need other numbers for it to equal that. But, and they just want, just no, this too. And like, it's like that. It doesn't make sense. Which is why you have to let the person go. Because they wasn't going to change. You can't change because it's a fact. 2 plus 2 equal always going to equal 4. It's never going to change. And they wanted you to change it. And it's like, no. Might be different ways. See, error. Like, it's just, no. No, it just doesn't equals that. It just, this person, no. No. So they can sit there and be mad. But it also popped in my head. You ever watch Chowder? Well, is it Panini? And she was always bothering Chowder, and Chowder was like, I'm not your boyfriend. It's like that. Like, this person is like, whatever they wanted or whatever they trying to paint out to everybody, it's like, it doesn't add up. And whatever story they painting, if people pay attention, like, it will realize there's some errors. It doesn't add up. It can't move forward. It doesn't match. Then we have, due to personal reasons, I will not, well, ha. Due to personal reasons, I will be shining brightly and unapologetically. As you should. Because I don't know what this person going through, but that has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Then we have, because you are amazing just the way you are. Yeah. So, what you need to discover is that you're amazing just the way that you are. And that this person knows that as well, which is why they try to come in and sabotage and play and fuck around. And they fucked around and they found out, and you left. And now they on some, where did you go? And it's like, hey, wouldn't you like to know, that kind of thing. And now they upset, and it's just like, well, who left in the first place? See, blocked. Yes, this person need to be blocked because they're weird. Now they can't come through, and now they can't come in, and now they upset, and it's just like, well, who told you to leave? Who said go? Nobody said to. You two, you did that on your own. Then we have, I will refresh the weary and satisfy the faint. Jeremiah 31:25. Oh, can't see it. That's why I kept talking about the owl, because it's messengers from above. So spirit is trying to help this person, but they're not actually receiving messages where you are receiving messages, which is why this person over here. I was like, they're blowing. It could be they're actually talking. And you have the knowledge to understand it. Because there is a false priest walking around here. A false priest and a false high priestess in their little camp over there. And like I said, they created a whole bunch of... You have challenges and obstacles, but this person created some of them. Okay. And then we have betrayal. I just didn't see it coming. He was in the closet. He was in the closet all this time. Oh yeah, some of your person, it's a little, it's like, Some of y'all, it's different scenarios, okay? Different scenarios. Stay with me. Some of y'all is Mr. Garrison, okay? From South Park, Mr. Garrison. Some of y'all, it's Butter's dad, okay? Situation going on. And some of y'all, it's Mr. Garrison trying to get like Butter's dad. Mr. Garrison is a single man, okay? Butter's dad has a whole wife and a kid, but won't tell you that they're Mr. Garrison. They were trying to paint it off that it's Mr. Hat that's doing all this. Mr. Hat was Mr. Garrison Hand, right? That's participating all of this down low activities. So that's that scenario that broke into like 3 little branches. Now, whole other scenarios is this person just betrayed you, and they hid it the whole time with the moon being here. And what came out with that is love on the brain. Oh, when they think of love, you're the one that popped up because you was perfect. No, you was amazing. You gave actual genuine love. But this person just now discovering what love is, where you already knew what love is because you loved yourself and cared for yourself. And this person didn't, which is why they look for other people to give them love, and then they drain them and treat them terribly. And then once they're gone, that's when they care. But they didn't give a fuck when he was there, so why the fuck did they give a fuck now? But also, they saw the love that you have for them, for yourself, which is why they came to you. Because they feel like you had enough love to give yourself, but also to give them. Because if they won't go to people that don't love themselves. They go after nice, caring, kind, and loving people. They wear their hearts on their sleeve for that specific reason. Also, some of y'all people are, they intentionally did this. It's like this whole little predator kind of thing going on. And they don't want to make it seem like that's what they are, but that's what they are. They purposely go after people that have high self-esteem or like high, even if it's not like high self-esteem, like high, like levels of self-worth and care and love for themselves. And pretty much try to break it or diminish it to make it seem like you shouldn't feel about the way that you feel about yourself. You shouldn't feel that way. And then if it is low, they're gonna try to bring it up. But then as soon as you bring it up, like by yourself, like where you're comfortable, they're gonna try to be like, no, 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 put it back in the shelf. But then it's just like, what was the point of trying to bring it up if you're gonna say put it back in the shelf? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's like they want to be the one, like you pull it out when they say to pull it out, or they should be the only one to. Whew, throat almost started closing up. They should be the only one to witness and experience you in this glory kind of thing. See, now my throat started closing up. They didn't want you to know that. It's supposed to be hidden, a secret. So, okay. Now we're going to move forward with the, I was just talking about it. The magician, right? But you see where the cup is behind him? And then you just see the shadow and that's what he's looking at? That's the problem. He's not really, there's no love. So, oh, and he's pulling the sword out of the hat. He's pulling the truth out of the hat. Like, it's not actual, it's not the truth. They're going to make up something. And It's all pretty much smoke and mirrors, an illusion and a trick to make it seem like everything is solid and stable because the coin is on the floor and it's shiny, but it's not actually solid or stable or anything like that. It's just, I won't even say it's an offer. It's a sentence. Like it's it's a story. It's a tale. It's a something. But it's not an offer. See, tower. Because it's not solid and it's not stable. It's a sentence. It's just error. Like, because what I'm envisioning is like, let's say it's a vending machine, right? It's supposed to take quarters. You're putting in the quarters, but it's saying that it's not a quarter and then giving it back to you, and then saying put in a quarter, and it's like, but I did. Like, it's like it's just error. It's not computing. It's like you're putting in a quarter, but it keeps saying like, no, that's not a quarter. And he's like, then what is it then? Because I know it'd be a quarter, okay? And that's why it's just tower. It's just crumbling down because it's not solid. It's not stable. It wasn't meant to last. There is no longevity, which is why you cut this person out and you're turning away from this person, which is why you're the one that have the Ace of Pentacles and this person is stuck in the past. You're expanding and moving on because you healed from the past and live is more so in the present moment than this person is, but they're trying to make it seem like they are, which is why the magician came out. It's just smoke and mirrors, and it's a trick and an illusion that they moved on. They no longer bothered by you or whatever the fuck happened, and it's a lie. They hurt. They sad. See, Six of Pentacles. They hurt that you're doing better without them. Because in their sick little mind, you're supposed to be begging for them to come back. Um, you also with the discovery and the magician here, you discovering your sense of self and your like self love and your self worth. Pretty much caused the tower moment for this person, which is how you can also tell that it's a karmic relationship because why knowing yourself and loving yourself cause a rift in the relationship. Um, and you also realize that you actually do love yourself, and the difference between actual love, like self love, and confidence versus pride and ego, where this person is more so pride and ego, and just in their shadow. That's why I was like they're looking at their shadow. They just in their pride and their ego more so where you're not. So the love that you gave was actual, true, genuine love, and they gave you fake love, which is why it was no equal. It was an equal like give and take and stuff like that. Um, that's why you was like, if I lost you, you set me free. You're the one that was weary and faint. Like that's why this whole divine intervention happened because you needed help. They was helping you. Okay, you understood the assignment. They didn't. Like it's not on you. Right. Then we have clarifying the magician pretty much is the Fool and the Four of Cups. And they're going backwards now. Because it's supposed to be Fool Magician. So this magician made a foolish decision that caused him to be rejected. Because with the Four of Cups and the mice being on all cups, the mice, because she also made the my animal deck. The mice is supposed to represent either overlooking certain details. With the fool being here, that's being foolish and being impulsive, that you overlook certain details and didn't see like things for what it were. But also the mouse can be like paying too much attention to details that you never took that leap of faith. And you sitting here looking at 3 cups and filled of like guilt, resentment, and not wanting it anymore, and want to reject it and like walk away and turn away. But like I said, either way, it's going backwards. So it's like, if even if this King of Cups come to you, whatever they did to you, whatever excuse they're gonna try to create and stuff like that, you don't really care for it. You don't care to hear it. You don't really care. You just over it. I'm pretty sure you don't forgot this person existed. Like, you healed from it and moved on. This person is in your past. This shit could be like a month ago, and that shit feel like a year ago. And it's like you trying to continue to move on and move forward away from this person, but this person just keeps trying to pull you back. And now trying to make it seem like they're sorry and they wanna. Oh, cause I was like that Ace of Cups. That cup that they trying to give to you as if it's an offer, it's not an actual offer, and it's not actual help either. It's a mouse in that cup. You cannot drink out of it. See, Magician. Do you see the Pentacles? That's why I keep saying the King of Pentacles. They're a materialistic person that mainly focused on money. They try to buy their way out of situations rather than actually fixing it. They try to throw money at it. And then we have the Six of Swords. This King of Cups gonna try to. That's why I said they gonna appear out of nowhere, and I was like, that don't work for everybody. Like, you don't jump scare people. Don't pull up on nobody. That's why it caused this Tower moment, because it's just out of nowhere, very sudden, and they're not recovered. They're not healed. They not sorry, but they want to move on to calmer waters. But they just gonna like pull is. Because I said the sword is supposed to represent the Ace of Swords, and they're pulling it out of a hat, which normally they pull a rabbit out of the hat. And the rabbit is over here with the Queen of Pentacles. So they're going to create the Ace of Swords as they go. Their version of the truth as they go. Which is foolish and dumb. Which is why also the Tower moment happened. And then it's like, it's no equal give and take. And somebody move on to calmer waters. You continue to expand. And move on away from this person. And this person stay in the choppy waters because they have some work that they need to do. See? Knight of Pentacles. Because they were stubborn. And refused to either pick up the pace. Also, if you look at him, even though that the horse is drinking from the water, he's throwing the pentacles into the water. And I kept saying this person throw monies at the situation. They literally throw money at the situation. Like, oh, I know I was stubborn. I know it took me a while to get here, but look, I got you this. I got you this as an apology. And I did it. Rather than saying, oh, I'm sorry. I learned this. I did this. I understand now. Blah, 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 blah. They trying to throw money at the situation. Yeah, Six of Swords. Because they see that you're getting away. So now they're going to try to throw money at you to stop you from going away. and they wish that keeps you from moving on and moving forward. Hey, 3 of Cups. And then they won't even really open up to you. Like I said, they will give you their version of the truth. So in the 3 of Cups, where they're not they're not wearing a mask, but everybody else up here is wearing a mask. You don't know about them, but you know about him. And because if we go this way, and I already said the cup is behind the magician. They're gonna try to magically or suddenly open up to you and tell you some type of false truth in hopes that they keep you from moving on and moving forward, and you take what they give you and you open up to them, and or just accept to be somebody's sister wife. And or they throw money at the situation and just magically go away, and everybody just living all happy, fine, and dory. Because that 4 of Cups disappeared underneath the you can't really see it, but the 4 of Cups disappeared underneath the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like you don't reject this person because the money that they're throwing at you. Here we have it. Take 2 to tango. But you also gotta remember, you did make a choice to have this person in your life. If you dated this person before, you have some roles to play. But with the magician being out here twice and the 6 of Swords being out here twice, they think that you're just suddenly moved on and you move forward out of nowhere, when that wasn't the case. They was foolish and naive. Then we have, you need to be more detached from the situation. Pretty much, that's a sign of saying you giving way too much fucks. Give more less of a fucks. Okay. Okay. Then we have tomato emojis. Yeah, cause this shit. If this was a play or performed on stage, you'd probably be throwing tomatoes at it. Like, this guy stinks. Like, oh yeah, the magician is on stage. Like, you just hold on. If it's tomato, no, it's apples. It's apples. I'm about to say. Like, you really all of a sudden realize this guy stinks. Like, let's throw some tomatoes. Then we have take some time to pamper yourself. Yeah. You accept that you can't change this person. You taking a rain check. You don't really want to be around this person anymore. You're good. And it's like now they all of a sudden want to make it, oh, I changed. I'm a whole new person, but they're not. Then we have look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Which is what you did. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're solid, stable. It's not like you're boasting or bragging or flashy or anything like that. Or living out of your means. This one. Then we have narcissist. Yeah, that been coming up. To the point that I got tired of explaining what a narcissist is. Just look it up for yourself. Because even if I say it, you might not believe me. And then be like, oh, they don't do that. They don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Look it up for yourself. Watch a video. There's a person, narcissists, okay, never take responsibility for anything. Even if it's their fault, they won't take responsibility for it. They could literally push you down the stairs and be like, well, you should have watched where you was going. You pushed me down the stairs. Well, why was you by the stairs? What? Like that kind, like it just, they will never take responsibility for it. So you gotta do what's best for you. Then we have, I'm scared of rejection. See, told you. Simply, hold on. See, the four swords, the four cups, literally disappeared underneath the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups talks about rejection, which is why they're just trying to throw money at it so you don't reject them. They're trying to buy your love, buy your loyalty. Why would you leave me like the others? And that, they're gonna use that as an excuse as well. Be like, oh, well, that's why I did this and da 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 da. It's like you purposely sabotaged a relationship that you gave a fuck about because you thought I was gonna leave like the other people, even though I was in your face every day, showing you and proving to you that I wasn't, and I wasn't trying to leave like the others, but you didn't want to work and cooperate with me because at the bottom of the deck in the romance is the Three of Pentacles. They want to collaborate with me so we can have an actual stable foundation. So there's only one person doing all the work, and which is why it's rocky. A relationship isn't one-sided. It takes two. Because if it's just one person, then that's single, not a relationship. Which is what you are. You'd rather be single than be with this person because you were single in a relationship. That made no sense. You can't talk to anybody. You can't hook up with people that you want to hook up with because you have some false sense of loyalty to somebody that don't really have it with you. You don't have a connection with this person or anything of that nature. Also, I said they sabotaged, right? Five of Swords. Sabotagers are their own volition. They did it by themselves. By themselves. And with this being a worms, they pretty much, no matter, depending on what it is, no matter where you cut it, they can like grow back. I think it's a certain kind. So where there's 5 swords, but there's one in the middle because that's the one that it was cut with, and there's 2 swords over here and 2 swords over here. The ones that's over here is like crossed, which is the blocked. They at this stalemate 2 of swords and don't know how to move on and move forward. Where over here the swords isn't crossed anymore. Is what decision you already made that difficult decision to move on and expand and to heal and overcome this challenge and adversity that you was faced with. Where they're more so refusing to see because they want things to go the way that they want it to go. Then together we have, I can't take this anymore and you're so different from everyone around me. Told you, when they think about love, you're the one that pops on their head because you're the one that gave them actual, true, genuine love. But there's a couple of things. With this narcissist, you're the one that actually truly, show them true, actual, genuine love. And It's like when they think, and now you're no longer there, so when they think back on why you're no longer there, for one, like I said, this person did something to you. Okay? And some of y'all, this person ghosted you. So it's just like they chose to leave and you just accepted their wishes. And you moved on and now they can't get in contact with you and they're upset as if it's your fault. And it's not, because they left on their own free will. And it's like they left, but even if you had spoke to this person, they got like a sixth satisfaction out of, I won't say seeing you suffer, but getting their attention and stuff like that to try to get them to talk to you. So this fear of rejection is like they like to reject other people. But you better not dare reject them, kind of thing. And it don't make no sense. Then we have, will this ever change? That's what's like, it doesn't make any sense. Then I keep remembering the person. I had to remember the person is a narcissist, and then sometimes shit doesn't make sense. Narcissist is like, it's with this King of Cups being here. That's why I kept saying it's not really a king, and that's why they keep coming out as a page. They're more so of a child. They're very immature. The fool. They're foolish, and nothing makes sense. And it's like, that's what's like you. That's what's like you way too attached to this shit. You're not the problem. Nothing is wrong with you. We didn't do anything wrong. That's why I said to free yourself. Love me, then don't talk to me. That's what they did. They didn't talk to you. So he was like, all right, cool, fine. Cool. And that's, now that they see that you're good and you're successful, you're working on yourself, now they want to come back in and then upset that they can't talk to you or reach you or get to you. And it's like, well, huh? Like, it's just that, why did you walk away? Why did you leave? And there's like, they wanted that. They wanted like a whole soap opera kind of thing. And it's like, nobody got time for those. Then we have gold. Oh, you can't see that because it's purple on top of pink. Then we have people projecting false narrative on to me. Yeah, which is what this person did. With this scared of rejection, you was never gonna reject them. Especially if you was in their face every day showing them what love is. It just go back to, doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Then we have tread carefully. Yeah, take a rain check. Just be careful with this person, cause they're not fully there. I would say that much. And then we have talk fast. Oh, so this person might talk very fast so you don't realize the lies that they're saying. Or they talk fast so they can't tread carefully. With this Six of Swords, and then they already know things are rocky, so they're gonna try to talk fast. Because with the Magician being here, they want quick and fast gratification. Like, they come to you and then just switch to the next scene and y'all perfectly fine. Like, and it's like, hmm, hmm, hmm. So in their mind, how this soap opera will go, right? You're minding your business, they pop up and they appear, and you like, then it's commercial. We come back, y'all two kissing, and it's like, well, Hmm? And y'all not even in the same building. And it's like and then the people not supposed to ask, not supposed to wonder how that happened. Like it's just, and then it's like as you go on, poof, come to find out it was a dream. And it's like that what makes them angry. It's just like because that shit is stupid. Um, you ever watch Big Mouth? And then it was like where Connie was like, "Yeah, well, good thing it's a dream." And then she like slapped Jesse. It's like that. It's like they get mad every time they get like brought back to reality, and it's just like, because what you was thinking was ridiculous. Life doesn't work that way. Mm. These two came out together. So we have you never leave my thoughts and gentle. Yeah. So the King of Cups is thinking about you, and you never leave their thoughts. That's what the love of the brain. That's what I kept saying. You the one that pops up because you was amazing just the way you are. You did absolutely nothing wrong to deserve whatever the hell this person is trying to do in your life. And this person fumbled you. Okay, they fumbled you. Spirit mad, you mad. They had everybody fucked up. They had you fucked up, spirit fucked up, your pride fucked up, your higher self fucked up. They had their higher self fucked up. They had everybody fucked up. So we're that could be what the hour is. Your higher self and spirit, like everybody all was all fucked up. And where this person was more so in their just pride in their ego, and now they're realizing that they listened to their pride in their ego, and their pride in their ego had everybody fucked up, and now they also fucked up themselves by listening to their pride in their ego. Yeah. Then we have Stuffy. Yeah. Yeah. It's this person. Um. There's a lot of stuff in that class. There's a lot of stuff in there. Damn, I'm embarrassed by my actions, and I did. I'm tongue twister. Okay. I am embarrassed by my actions and feel disgusted with myself. But they try to hide it and trying to project it onto you. This false fake narrative onto you as if you're the problem when you was never the problem. Half of y'all was the damn solution. So, like I keep saying, this person was hurt in the past and never recovered it and healed from it. You would have gave this person love and didn't really ask for anything in return. You just asked to be loved back or be respected. And they couldn't even do that. They couldn't even do that. And I won't even say that's just the bare minimum. That's just regular, basic. You can't respect people, especially somebody that you supposedly love and care for. Ridiculous. Then we have conscious vice. Yeah, they are aware of this. They know that they do this. That's why it makes it even worse. It's something that they know that they do, but try to project their problems onto other people, make it seem like it's their fault. This is a conscious narcissist knowing that they have these narcissistic tendencies to manipulate, gaslight, and lie, and purposely do it and try to use the narcissistic disorder as their excuse for them to do it. So like all this, and you'll be like, oh well, but I'm a narcissist. You know that. It's like, but bitch, like it's like you were ragged, bitch. Like, what did that mean? I'm supposed to just accept it? Be like, okay, that's fine. Like, no, it's not okay. Fix yourself. Narcissists are supposed to be in therapy, but would they go to therapy? No, because I have to admit that they have to talk to somebody, address their issues, heal whatever the fuck they have going on. But then they gonna lie to the therapist, just like they lie to themselves and like they lie to everybody else. But then try to tell or to portray to everybody else like, oh, they're this real, true, confident person that they know themselves, they love themselves, but they're not. They don't know who they are. They're just a bunch of characters. They have different characters for different things and different scenarios and different people. And that could be what you're discovering. You realize you only met one character of this person. Then we have play hard, find time to laugh, go out and go off and enjoy each other's time. But I guess that friendliness, your actual true friends. See, then we have I know I crossed the line with you. See? They're gonna say all the right things to try and make it seem like they're sorry. They know that they was wrong. But the shit is, they knew that they was wrong when they were doing it. They gain a different look on it now, huh? Like this person self-handedly sabotaged this whole shit. They need no team, no backup, no help. Did this all by their own. They knew. You didn't do anything. Never did anything. They the one that created this this narrative, and they put it on to you, and then treated you based off this false narrative that they put onto you, and they know that that's not who you were and how you are. You can't. You're like it's just, Then we have, I feel overwhelmed. I'm drowning in my own thoughts. Oh, you can't see it, so I'm just going to tell you. But then these also came out with it. We have, I need you to tell me that I'm a good person. And then we have karma. You left, and then while you left, the only love that they had in their life, the only source of love that they had in their life, left too. And now they're looking for love, can't find love, and feel like they're unlovable. But then they feel like I can't be unlovable because then you love them at some point in time. But then they're just like, well, if you love them, why aren't you here? And then they have to look at what they did. But then, which is why they want to go to you and get this forgiveness, and so you can say that they're a good person and stuff like that. And it's just like, everybody got good in them. It's just, for some people, it's very hard to find. And you're not going to bust out a magnifying glass every time to find that little good in them, to use that as an excuse to allow this person to continue to fuck you over. And then we have, don't allow anyone to make you angry because, hold on. Don't allow anyone to make you angry because you're helping them hurt you. Yeah. So this person, like, Where if there's love and stuff like that, and then we have anger on this side, the King of Cups is angry because you're not as upset as they are. You're not going to tell them they're a good person. They're getting faced with their karma. They can't get to you. You don't care anymore. Also, with this being a narcissist, they could be mad that their narcissistic tendencies isn't working on you no more. You see through it. Then we have, I have lost faith in you and I can't see a future with you anymore. See what I said? And with this, will this ever change? It's just like, no, it wouldn't. This person is who they are. And they don't think they're the problem. We see that they're the problem. And then we have unchanging. See what I said? Unchanged. I am who I am. You want me to be where I am. Who? Hold on. Unchanged. I am who I am. Not who you want me to be. And I'm not going to change. Point blank period. So, this person isn't going to change. And then we have, I'm not apologizing for my, I'm going to shine bright and unapologetic. Yeah. They're not changing and they want you to continue to tell them they're a good person even though they're not a good person. You shined your light because you're the one that's a good person. You didn't do anything fucking wrong. And we have smoke cleansing. You might want to burn some sage, some Palo Santo, some sweet grass, all of it. And we have not opening up. He told you it was ice. But even if they didn't open up, you still seeing through them. And we have nitpicking. Yeah. They projected this false narrative onto you and then treated you as such. And they know that there's a way that they were treating you was unfair and unjust because you didn't deserve it. And you're not the type of person that they're trying to paint you off to be or treating you like. But they didn't care. They were just nitpicking. And then the people that was actually doing the things that they were trying to say you were doing, they didn't focus on them or care because they liked them. Right? They had no problem, like, how to put this? How I'm envisioning it is like, if everybody's destroying something, it's like you're just sitting there not destroying anything. And they're looking at you and getting mad at you for not destroying anything. But then, or trying to make it seem like you're the one that's destroying stuff. But then when it's the actual person that destroys something right in front of their face, they like brush it off and be like, well, I'm talking to you. I'm dealing with you now. We're not focusing on that person. Focus on you. Worry about yourself. Worry da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But then it's just like, that's not what you're doing. How me sitting here minding my own business and watching this shit crumble to the ground is bothering anybody. And we have 8 with higher standards, movement, and trapped. Yeah, this person wanted to keep you trapped in something, but you have higher standards and you're moving on and moving forward away from this situation. You had yourself at a higher standard than what this person trying to portray. That's why I said to take this rain check, because even if you forgive this person, you moved on, you let bygones be bygones, and you're successful, and this is why now they're trying to come in with this sentence, this fake awful, to make it seem like, oh, they forgive you even though you did nothing wrong. For some reason you needed their forgiveness and needed to be forgiven, and or felt like they deserved an apology from you, and it's like, why? Why? But also with the 3 of Cups, I did say some of them recruited other people. So that could be the mask. It's like there's other people involved that you didn't know wasn't involved. That was involved. Then you have sister, it's time to live your best life. Like, that's detach from this shit and live your best life. Because this person, if I psychoanalyze your person, right? I get narcissist is one of them. Delusion is another. Um, Weird, yes. Crazy, yes. Delusional, stupid, yes. Bitch, yes. That's not psychoanalyzing somebody. That's just, and I don't even know the person. So it's like, imagine if I did meet them. Like, that's all. They're emotionally immature. They can't control their emotions, so they throw temper tantrums. Even when they're wrong, they want to be treated as if they're right. And that's stupid to me. And delusional because you're wrong. And they have insecurities, but want you to treat them like if they're the gorgeous man on earth. And it's like, they're not. And they know they're not. Um, but treat you like you some, like the gum underneath the bottom of their shoe, and it's just like, no, Quasimodo, like, like no, um, because in the other video it was like you had the two of swords, and it was no longer blocked, but your eyes were still blindfolded. So it's like you had like the rose-colored glasses on, but it's like with this tower being here, if it was a karmic situation and a karmic relationship, which it definitely is, once that karmic debt is over, you no longer find that person attractive. You just like, like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you see why their insecurities is there. It makes sense. Then we have talking shit. See, they talking fast because they trying to brush over the situation, and they was talking shit behind your back this whole time. Because this King of Pentacles that you should want. You the Queen of Pentacles, they this fake King of Pentacles. Y'all wanted the same thing, so what's the problem? You just so hard to satisfy. You're never happy. And it was not you. It was never you. You're fine. You're good. Then we have, it's true you can't heal from the same, well, it's true you can't heal from the same place you have been hurt. Time to live your best life. Do not go back to that person. That person cannot heal you. You cannot heal that. Well, you could have healed this person, but then this person pretty much broke you to the point that you can't heal that person. So they fumbled themselves out of healing. They fumbled themselves out of love. They fumbled themselves out of a lot of things. And then we have, better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. And that's a Chinese parable. No, proverb. Told you. Because normally you come up as the Empress. They fumbled themselves out of Empress. And now they see you as the Empress. And now they're trying to get you back. And it's like, nope, no. No. Or see that you're on your way of becoming the Empress. See, optimism. Yeah. You can put that with the Queen of Pentacles. Because you're the one with the yellow. And yellow is all about optimism. And then we have chip on your shoulder. The King of Cups, because he's mad that you out here living your best life. Then we have hold on. He will inquire of the Lord for him and give the virtues and give him the sword of Goliath and Phyllis. Hold on. I gotta think about this. Oh, we gonna give you the sword. Oh, Spirit is the one that's telling you the truth on how to move on and move forward and expand from this. Oh, so 1 Samuel 22:10. So that's pretty much when David had to fight Goliath, and David just like, oh, but I'm so small. How am I gonna do it? He's a giant. Man. God was like, baby, let me get you the materials. Just be here at this time and this day and that day, and we gonna do this. Yeah. So which is why this tower moment happened, and then with the crowns and stuff like that. His person, if they were like a king or a queen or a priest or anything like that, or a high priestess, they've fallen from grace. They lost that type of power. Another reason why the owl could be on your side and not on their side. Then we have private. Because I was going to say, is this person trying to... Hold on. What I thought about was this person, if there was a priest or a high priestess or like anything like that, or an authority figure or authority role, they use their power and authority to do certain things. But even if it's like spiritual, they try to use their spiritual ranking as an excuse to be able to do certain things. And I'm just like, that's in the Bible. Like that's not gonna work. That's not gonna fly. And that has come up like multiple times here. But then I remember, they're a false priest and a false prophet. Like they're not gonna listen to that. Like it's so I was just like, oh right, yeah, never mind. Then we have Luke 4:29. I'm gonna read the new IV version, cause ain't nobody got time for that. I said Luke, right? Where did the paper go? Where did it go? Luke 4:29. Okay. And it's okay. It says they got up, drove him out of the town. Well, they got up, drove him out of town, and took him to the brow of the hills on which the town was built, in order to throw him off the cliff. Oh, that's the Ten of Swords. This is coming to an end and coming to a completion for my after tarot. Hold on, I got you. And then Luke was one of Jesus' disciples. So, and again, why the owl was on your side and not on their side. And see, Ten of Swords. Go yeet, just throw them off. Like this whole cycle is coming to an end and coming to a conclusion. And it's like now that it like they see who the winning side, they're trying to. Oh, Jocelyn Hernandez, get on the winning team, ho. Now they're trying to get on the winning team. Then we have, see, hypocrisy. Then we have keep the momentum going as you move towards your dreams. You're the winning team. You're the one that's actually going to be successful, and they see that now. And now they're going to try to be like, oh, I was always your friend. I was always rooting for you. See, live in situationship. They were in a, there's in a, before it said marriage. Now they're in the whole living situationship. Then we have So they probably broke up, but then he don't have enough money, or they don't have enough money to like move out. So they still live together. I don't know. Then we have, don't be all in your head and not in your heart. And that's what the Two of Swords pretty much talk about. You all, like, stay in your head that you don't like you don't honor your feelings or feel your feelings. You pretty much think your feelings, and that's not, you're not doing that anymore. You freed yourself from that. And then we have scatterbrain. Yeah, told you, this person's all over the place. Their plan doesn't work. Doesn't make sense. Their wish doesn't make sense. Then we have moon with phases. Um. So we have the new moon, the waxing, whining, and the fool. Is this person with the scatterbrain? They're all over the place that you never know which one you're gonna get. Like a box of chocolates. Oh. Then we have law of divine oneness. Happens for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. You already learned that reason, which is why you're moving on. And this person needs to pretty much start. I want to say they're not even in the boat. They're not even there. They didn't even show up to the class. They didn't even. They didn't. Then we have busy with no purpose. You see what I said? They just like, that's what they wanted your life to be, and wanted you to think that your life was, and that's not the case. Yeah, you're living with the truth. And now we have love call someone, expressing love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Told you, now they're gonna try to come and give you this offer. Then we have acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. You said no. Then just choose to remain. Oh, there's another one. Then we have chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Oh, I know this person gonna try to come back in and say they're your soulmate and blah 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 blah. And then if you try to look it up, they're gonna be like, yeah, there is a runner and there is a chaser. Okay. But when you are balanced and stable, the whole codependent relationship shit obliterates. You freed yourself from being codependent. They're still codependent. Therefore, this is a karmic, which is why you have the tower. It's not stable. It wasn't built to last. And it's not going to last. Because this person has abandonment issues and rejection issues and pride and ego issues. They want you to chase them. So they have a reason to run. If there's no one chasing them, they don't have a reason to run. That's the recovery. They have no. That's why I'm saying they're busy with no purpose. They're running for no reason. No, why are you running? Like, why? They running for no reason. There's nobody chasing them. Nobody really wanted them. That's what's like. This person is really low key Quasimodo, but they swearing that they Idris Elba, and it's just like, to each his own, man. To each his own. Because hold on. So with the love oracles, right? It's slatted. So there's a couple of things we gotta talk about. So it says clock on the bottom, right? And then that says need time, take time, end time, cycles, which you already heard that you're stopping that, breaking cycles, stopping patterns. Time to heal, you did that, and process. Then we have union, marriage, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. And then we have fleeting, trigger, turmoil, resentment, lesson, letting go, and love yourself. Oh, this person, it was a karmic marriage or engagement. Because we have engagement, partnership, commitment, eternal completion, and union. Yeah, it was a karmic connection that's pretty much coming to an end because you healed yourself and you learned the lessons, and now you're letting go and loving yourself, and letting this person continue to sabotage and fuck up their life without you, and going about on your business. Because from the other love oracle, we have what is the truth, and I already said this person is creating the truth as they go. They pulling it out of the hat. They don't know. Um, and then from the chakras, right? There's, because I did it the two for two of y'all. So I broke it in half. So it's perseverance. The Queen of Pentacles persevered through all the challenges that this person have created, and now they seeing things in a new perspective because they see that you're growing, you change. And then I kept talking about the bird and the owl. That's on your side. They see that you freed yourself and you're flying away, and now they want to come back and attach to you. And the reason why I said that, because if you look underneath it, also with the Queen of Pentacles and the orange and the blue, you more solid and stable with yourself and your self-worth, and expressing yourself. With this person, will try to make it seem like they're more in touch with their heart and their emotions and stuff like that, when that's not the case. Because underneath that, y'all both have blue, and yours is bittersweet, so you have no problem releasing this person and letting it go and letting bygones be bygones. And then we have the birds here again, which is mainly on your side. And this person we have isolated or isolation, and they have like this little fancy suit because they was waiting for you to chase them, to write them, to talk to them, to invite them out somewhere. But you just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that no more. I'm tired of being the bigger person for problems or situations that I didn't create. And then with the anger and love and stuff like that, the reason why I said it's only fair and it's only right, because we have balance at the bottom of the deck, and anger is red and love is pink. And I keep saying the Queen of Pentacles didn't do anything wrong, which is white, which is pure, which is why yours is pink. Red, white make pink. You didn't do anything wrong. Where this person was angry, upset over something that had nothing to do with you, and created this false negative persona of you, and portrayed this onto you, and treated you badly for absolutely no reason. And they know this and was aware of it, so it's only right and it's only fair that you pull away from this person, you separate from this person, you free yourself from this person, because they disrespected you for like absolutely no reason, and expected you to just sit there and take it. Right, and then with this, it's time to live your best life. Oh, at the bottom of the aromatherapy deck, we have like to refresh your soul and get like to rejuvenate your soul and stuff like that. And that came out in the last video that I just did too. These two came out together, so it's like it going more into depth and detailed on why. Because this person was never gonna tell you the truth. And then we have round and round, yeah. With the Magician from the Wild Unknown Tarot, it has the infinity sign on the chest. You want to continue going round and round on this loop without realizing it, because it's a karmic debt that you had to pay back, or a karmic lesson that you had to learn. And you already learned it, and this person know that you learned it, and trying to get you to start the cycle back up again as if you didn't learn it. Yeah, because you go into the land of milk and honey. So they try to undo everything that you just did for yourself and come back in and sabotage it again, but then try to make it seem like they change. They're not going to sabotage it. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do that, when that's a lie. And we have, yeah, all that glitters. Then we have happy, happy. That came out too the last time. Now you seeing through their fake, false illusions, their lies, and you're actually happy. You're not going round and round with this person. You go into this land of milk and honey, and where you're gonna be happy, and pretty much all the work and effort that you put in wasn't for nothing. Yeah, flexible. Because it's all coming to completion and coming to an end. Because we have fork in the road. And that's why I was saying with the two of swords over here. Well, with the five of swords and the two swords being blocked or being crossed, this person is at the fork of the road. You're no longer there. They're still looking for this key to find their happiness. So they're sitting here being busy doing things that supposedly make them happy in their life purpose when it's not. You were the whole time. But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.